Hello, everybody. Welcome to RPG Cast, episode 822 for the week of August 15th, 2026. I'm Chris Privateer, bringing you this week's show about RPGs and stuff. It's been a week, and I'm exhausted. Sorry for the lack of show last week. We had some health stuff go on, and people just needed a break, and they had that break. And now this week we have different health stuff, but it's not stopping us from a show, darn it. So we are here for you. I am joined by Kelley Ryan.
It must be migraine week for the staff, because I had one pretty bad this week, too.
And then also Robert Albright.
Hello. I haven't had health issues besides my normal lack of sleep, which is normal.
Good. I think.
It's normal.
All right, normal. I am
normal
not
sleep issues.
I am anything but normal, but hello. I would like to say that I have played my Project Gorgon this week, and I have accomplished a major milestone.
Oh, we heard about this.
You did?
Yeah, Andy put it in the Discord when it happened.
Did Andy steal my thunder? All right.
Maybe. I don't know. I looked at this, I'm like, what? Why is that? That is TMI. Oh, in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Andy was not very I knew immediately what Andy meant when Andy said it, but he was not. He did not specify. So I think so. So Andy tagged. I want to say it was me.
Yeah, he tagged me too, I think.
Very important data.
No, I tagged you. No, okay. Paul's tagged nobody. I'm looking at this now. Paul's tagged nobody and just actually tagged you, Chris.
Uh-oh.
And so I saw it. I was like, oh, yay, funny, awesome. So
it was awesome. Do you know how awesome that was? It's an RNG thing, and it's an end game skill, and I finally did it, and it's just so great. Guys, I learned how to poop in Project Gorgon.
Yay!
I can make cow patties now. Aren't you all just better off knowing that? No?
Maybe.
Listen.
This is the content people come here for.
Huh?
This is the content
Isn't
people
it?
come here for.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, if poop is part of your metagame, then it's great news.
It's part of your metagame. My favorite part about the poop skill in this game is that the release notes for it said added new stupid secret skill. That was that's all we got. And we had to figure out what the skill was. We looked in data files. We figured out, they added pooping. And then everyone was like, we've got to figure out how to poop. So we did. And you learn how to poop by doing graffiti until you get a quest to learn how to make the poop emoji on walls. But
okay.
just having that quest teaches you how to poop as an animal, and then you have to poop enough times, and then you can make the poop emoji. This is very important. Now, why do you need to poop in this game? Well, I mean, you don't, but if you do, and other people, you can't clean up your own poop, by the way.
He's going to show us how to poop.
You can't clean up your own poop as an animal. You have to have humans do it, someone with hands. And then when they do, you get a message like, someone has cleaned up your mess. Which is great because it makes you feel guilty for pooping in public. And then they get civic experience for keeping the area cleanly. So good for them. You get dung crafting experience, not dungeon, but dung crafting experience.
Well, yeah, dung poop.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And they get ingredients for fertilizer that are better based on the level of food you've eaten. So if you eat well, you put out better fertilizer poop. So, yay. It's the circle of life in Project Gorgon.
I find it more amusing that the guy, because you said this is like a very small team.
Yeah, it's like a 2-developer team. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's very small. And
there we go. pooping is happening on the stream.
Are we sure that won't get us in trouble with Twitch?
That ability isn't ready yet. Yeah, I don't think
Aw.
it will. Because it's just part of the game, and other games have had poop in them before. Yeah, so go. Ah! I didn't know that.
Oh, did you get yelled at for pooping in a building?
I did. So I pooped in the Serbial Inn, and the proprietor of the inn said, "Oh, gross," and I lost one favor with them for pooping in their restaurant.
That is very unsanitary. How dare you?
That is pretty gross. You should know better. But I'm sure the guy will get over it.
He will. One favor's nothing. That's literally like not even a slap on the wrist. It's the most useless thing ever, but that's great. I didn't know that interaction was in the game. That's the wonderful part about Project Gorgon. It's just interactions you don't know that they'd bother to do. They did. Because why not?
I mean, you're right, because a lot of MMOs don't have that. It reminds me, honestly, of like World of Warcraft, where if you do the Death Knight, in the starting thing, and when you go into the cities, people are throwing, fruit, trash at you and rotten vegetables, and it's like
I particularly like the debuff "Nobody likes you." That's a sad face in that game.
Yep.
But yeah, a lot of games don't have that type of interaction. So, and everyone's just running by the poop.
They are. People don't realize they get free Civic XP for cleaning my mess.
You don't understand. Your public defecation is helping.
Yes, I am giving them experience points in something that it is very hard to get experience points. They don't understand that. I'm helping them. They need Well, the other thing we thought was funny is that you learn pooping so that now you can make a mess that other people have to clean up in public from the graffiti skill, which is arguably about making a mess that other people have to clean up in public, with some more cultural overtones and things that maybe not. But like it's we thought that was appropriate, that's where you learn how to make messes. So that is go ahead.
So do you actually know how this was figured out?
Yeah. I told people what I found in the development in the files, and other people confirmed it because they also looked. And somebody on our server basically spent 10 hours doing nothing but graffiti until they got the quest and proved that, yep, this is how you learn it. Because we suspected it was graffiti, but we couldn't prove it. So someone just said, "All right, I'm in," and that's all they did for like a day.
Someone cleaned up your poop.
Yep. And you get a message, someone cleaned up your mess, or the character player name cleaned up your mess, and you get experience points, and it's great. And you'll get that message no matter where you are. So you'd be across the world, and it'd be like, "Hey, someone cleaned up your mess." It's just so great.
Apologies if if you already clarified this. How did the people connect graffiti to this?
I think it's because you make a mess in public and someone else has to clean it up. Or how did we? Yes, in the quest files in the update, like they have CDN data files for us to use for like player made tools. Like it'll say, here's all the quests in the game, here's the skills, that sort of stuff. So you can make tools without having to like memory hack the game and do things that they don't want you to do with the game. So with those files, we went through and looked for references to poo or dung or whatever, and we found this one graffiti quest that had this token in the JSON that said something about skill learned on quest acceptance, dung crafting. And we were like, I think that means you learn how to poop by getting this quest. So someone said, I'm going to just do graffiti until I can't do any more graffiti and see if I learn to poop. And they learned to poop. And then everyone else said, all right, confirmed. And now we have like 4 or 5. We don't have a lot of people who can poop, but we have a few people who can poop. And I'm glad to be one of them. Not people even. It's an animal only skill. Because only animals can get away with pooping in public.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing like taking that horse-drawn carriage and...
Yeah.
I just remember when we had our dog and we'd have to take him to PetSmart every month to get his nails trimmed. And we figured out if we made him go before we left, he wouldn't go in the store. So I would walk outside with him and be like, "Come on, take a dump. Come on." And he eventually figured out that when he pooped, he got to go on a car ride when I did
Oh,
this. It was
they will
like,
put things together you
yeah, it
didn't
was like,
intend.
because like as soon as he'd do it, he'd get all happy and then run into the house and get his harness on. And that was when he knew that he was gonna go. He'd go and go. It was just I love that dog. I miss that dog so much. He could be so smart and yet so dumb sometimes.
So Vaughn says you should make an alt to follow your main around to
To
clean up
poop,
your
to clean up
poop.
the poop. Yeah. Um,
Multi-box.
the pooper scooper. That's the civically expensive thing. You are not allowed to multi-box in this game. You will get banned. So no,
Okay.
you can't, unfortunately. Now I could poop, log out, and then log in with another character and clean up the poop, but like I don't see the point because I don't want to garden with an alternate character. I would just garden with this character, so I'll just buy my own fertilizer back. That's so weird to say out loud. Yeah.
I feel like your journey has been significantly more interesting than mine. I've been off all week, and this is the week that all of the pick crap up off the well, given the current conversation, that's bad wording. Give all the pick stuff up all the off the floor and put them on shelves. Games have released, and I've played all of them, Chris.
All of them, huh?
Yeah. So the first one that released last Friday was the wine picking up one, which I am blanking
speaking of
on.
picking up things, you keep telling people about the game you're playing. I need to go pick up food from the front door.
Yes. What was it called? It was like tidy up the wine cellar or something, and I'm not seeing it in my library. Well, before that, there was cleaning up the puzzle gallery, where it's an art gallery that had an earthquake, and for some reason in this art gallery, famous paintings like the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper are jigsaw puzzles, and you have to put back together all of the artwork. And it's actually kind of neat because if you're an art nerd like I am, you can immediately recognize some of the artworks in the puzzle pieces. Like, a cut up Starry Night is very distinct compared to a cut up Mona Lisa. So it was just kind of fun to run around this gallery putting artwork back together.
Is this because you got tired of trying for the speed runs of Library Keeper?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I eventually got it to about 2 hours and I couldn't get it under that. And a lot of these games have a speed run achievement to do. Some of them I don't really feel like doing. But Cellar Keeper came out last Friday. This was the wine sorting one. Um, kind of interesting. You you learn a lot about all of the different wines. Um, they're the wines in this game were very distinguishable by bottles. Like all of the blackberry wine or all of the strawberry wines had like pink bottles and whatnot. So that was kind of a relaxing one. And then there was Toy Shop Tidy Up, which you're rearranging a toy store, which is kind of neat because all of there were car toys and mech toys and stuff like that. But I didn't like this one very much because it wasn't Steam Deck compatible. And then the one that I really got sucked into was Shelves and Sorcery, Tidy Up the Enchanted Shop. And this one was particularly amusing to me because the names of a bunch of weapons that, that are in the game, like there was a magic staff called the Early Access Branch, and then another magic staff called the Release Branch. and just kind of dumb names like that. A lot of the books had really funny names, especially when they were in series. Because one book series was called Druid Nobility, Hug the Tree.
Hug that
Druid
tree.
Druid Nobility, Kiss the Tree.
Oh dear.
Druid Nobility, so you've angered a druid.
I was wondering where it was going to go next.
Yeah, or dragon identification. Is that a dragon? Dragon identification. Panic. Dragon.
Yep, it's a dragon.
Yeah.
Dragon identification. How to run.
A bunch of Forgotten History ones called Forgotten History. Write it down, stupid. Just really funny stuff like that.
I love it.
And Shelves and Sorcery got a little bit tough, especially on the level that had the most stuff, because there was a lot of potions. And trying to remember which shelves you put these potions on, especially when you're trying to speed run, can be kind of difficult. Because my first run, I was trying to organize them by color, but that got really tedious after a while. So then in my next run, I tried to organize the potion bottles by shape, and that seemed to work out a little bit better. And then when Tidy Up Together came out, this is another Enchanted Shop one. I could tell at this point that a bunch of these people that are making these games were buying the same assets to use on from their little asset shop, because a lot of the swords and other objects looked exactly the same.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. But at the same time, I did like Tidy Up Together just because there was a kitty cat. You got a achievement for petting the kitty cat.
Very important.
And then the one that I'm sucked into right now is called TV Archive Tidy Up Together. It's the library one again, but you're sorting VHS tapes. And whoever designed these VHS tapes are like barely skirting the line of legality. Because I walked by one and it's like, is that the Friends box set? And then I zoomed in on it. It's like, I mean, it looks close to the Friends box set, but it is not Jennifer Aniston on the cover. It is so legally distinct. And I've got the cartoon, and you're organizing the tapes by different genres. So there's action movies, drama movies, and the first shelf I got done just because it was very distinct to pick out the tapes was the cartoon shelf with cartoons called Stone Family and Jet Family. Get it?
Yeah.
Jetsons and Flintstones, yes.
Where is it? Because I'm in the game right now. Super Turtles Season 1. Where is it? Yeah, the Cat and Mouse Show. It looks very much like Tom and Jerry on the box. Yeah, whoever drew the box art for this particular one was very inspired by Tom and Jerry.
4 single women.
Spinach Sailor.
I'm Spinach Sailor, the Sailor Man.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like Popeye on the cover. It looks like a really buff Sailor Man. And Scheming Coyote.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So yeah, that was very interesting to find. And right now I'm trying to find a bunch of the sports tapes just because these ones are also easy to pick out of the pile and put up. And all of these games have abilities with cooldowns where it'll highlight objects of the same type for a limited time so that you can pick them up faster and magic them in your hand and whatnot.
As you know, that happens in real life when you pick up things enough. They just magic to you.
Oh God, I wish. As much as I've had to pick up Alice's when she decides that my Switch shelf needs to be cleared out. I thought it would be an interesting idea for one of these pickup games to have a cat running around that if you don't give it enough attention and pet it enough, it would knock stuff off of the shelves that you've already organized.
That would be a good idea, like kind of combining a little to the left with this sort of concept.
Yeah. Like it wouldn't necessarily like reset all of your progress, but
No, but
just yeah, every once in a while just boop, cat knocks something off the shelf.
it might get annoying though if it's just random and you're just like having to go click a cat on a timer. I mean, it'd play well as a streamer playing it, but I think it'd just be annoying in single player.
Or have a couple of different cats and have them match their personality stereotype. Like the tuxedo is malicious about it, but the orange just does it because he's stupid.
That I like. Did you have cassette tapes for like Columbo at some point?
There are detective mystery tapes, yeah, but I can't tell if they're based off of Columbo or not because I haven't really gotten to those yet.
Oh, okay. So you haven't finished then?
No, not this tape one. This tape one is huge. And people are starting to incorporate multiplayer in some of these. Like the grocery store one put out a map with 9,999 unique objects. And they say that you can do this map solo, but it is very much intended to be a multiplayer map. So I haven't booted that one up yet. I am curious just how intense it's going to be. I imagine that one will take me a couple of days to sort if I ever do it on my own. But I've been playing these just because I've been kind of all over the place this week being off work. Because Monday, Vaughn and I went to Kansas City and did a little bit of shopping. And then Tuesday, I had a really bad migraine, so I didn't do much all day Tuesday. And then Wednesday,
Isn't there a song about going to Kansas City? I'm sorry, just
yeah.
Going to Kansas City, here I come. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
They got a funny way of thinking there. I don't know. Anyway.
Wednesday, I took my mom to the local cat cafe because she hadn't been yet, and there were some very cute cats.
I love that
Did she enjoy her trip?
Oh yeah, she thought that I said 15 minutes in the cafe when I said 50. So she's like trying to herd me out 10 minutes after we're in there. I'm like, Mom, we still got like 30 minutes. And I said, she's like, well, you said it was 15 minutes. Like, no, 50. There's no way I would pay to $25 to be in a cat room for 15 minutes. That's crazy. There was the cutest little orange baby that as soon as he realized that I was petting him was just rubbing all over my hand, and he looked like he could have been Frankie's brother from another mother. And Vaughn told me what happens at the cat cafe stays at the cat cafe, and I better not come home with anything. And then Thursday, I spent putting together a bunch of my Warhammer models that I've just kind of had lying around that I haven't had a chance to get to yet. Nearly peeled the skin off of my thumbs, having super glue on my thumbs because I wasn't using gloves.
Kelley, I have a question about Warhammer figure painting and the game categories you just told me about. Why is there no video game where you paint Warhammer figures?
That is a good question. I don't know.
Tam, there's one for Gundams, right? Gundams. There's one, you know what I mean. No?
I know there's ones where
mechs.
You put together like random... I know Gundam has ones where you actually just slap different Gundam pieces together to build mechs.
Can you like recolor them the way you want, or is it all?
I
don't know. Okay, all right.
I actually don't know because I don't follow those type of things.
Right. I mean, I don't know because, well, have you ever played around with Hero Forge?
A little bit, yeah.
Hero Forge is a utility to make and customize your own miniatures, and then you can either pay to have the STL exported so that you can print it on your own 3D printer, or pay them like $30 to print it and ship it to you. And
although they're a crock, by the way.
They're a crock. What do you mean?
So part of their terms of service is that any characters that you have created on them, they own the rights 2.
I think we've talked about this on stream before,
Yes, yeah. It's been a while.
but that service has a miniature painting tool because you can get color ones printed out, but you can also just paint them in the utility just so that you can kind of give yourself an idea of what you would want them to look like. Like I've used that service just to make my D&D characters how I want them without necessarily paying to get the STL. And this thing to paint that is very robust but is also very fiddly. And I can't imagine a game being able to replicate that without it being very nuanced, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's like I get where you're coming from, and I would love to see something like that. I just don't know how game versus utility it could come off like.
Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, if we've got PC Building Simulator, why don't we have Warhammer Painting Simulator? I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that would be pretty cool.
I
Build
want you all
your
to know I just made a bad decision.
What'd you do?
I bought Metaphor Refantasio.
Okay.
Why is that a bad decision? It's a really good game.
Money.
Well,
That's the
stop
bad
it.
decision.
Stop it.
It was on sale for
It was on
60%
sale.
off. on
Yeah, I don't
Steam.
blame you for picking it up at that price.
Yeah, like $27 after tax.
Yeah.
That's a good price.
Somebody cut together the game as a movie. It is a 22-hour YouTube video. Wow.
Yep, that tracks. But
Will I ever probably get around to playing it? Probably not, knowing my reputation.
Oh, it's very good that you bought it then.
Yeah, but
no, you're just reminding me, Tam, of when we got back from our mini road trip, and then I looked at my bank account and saw how much I spent on Monday, and I'm not going to disclose that here, and it was like, oh God, I shouldn't have done that, but I needed some retail therapy, and it's not like I spent rent money, so I'm okay with it. But yeah, the only other thing I've been playing at bedtime when I've actually gone to bed at a decent time, I booted up Final Fantasy VII again and have been playing it, the Switch version, so that I can turn off encounters when I don't feel like dealing with them. And I've got to admit, that game still holds up. I just got to Junon in my play file, and I was just kind of running around the forest beating up stuff trying to recruit Yuffie. And I don't know if it's just my nostalgia talking, but that game, even though the character models aren't that great, still looks amazing. And I'm still blown away by just how it integrated the FMV with some of the environments and stuff from back in the day.
I actually saw something cross my feeds about a mod for that actually changes the world models because the battle models are not bad.
Mm-hmm.
So someone's working on some mods for it, and good luck to them.
I'm just playing the Switch version, just because it was accessible, and
Yeah.
it's ran pretty well so far. I haven't had too many. The only issue I've really had is a lot of pop in on the world map, but it doesn't bother me that much, and I can't believe that game is going to be 30 years old next year. I was a senior in a sophomore in high school when that game came out in 1997. Guys, I feel old. I'm going to be rallying for a backtrack of that game, the original Final Fantasy VII, next year for the 30th anniversary, because it sits in a place close in my heart that just can't be replaced. And I know that Final Fantasy VII is very divisive because of how hyped it was, and I don't know, it's just it still puts a smile on my face whenever I boot up the game.
Perfect.
Vaughn was giving me shit because the main the main opening song when it does that swell, when the camera pans over Midgar and shows the title of the game. That moment always kind of makes me tear up a little bit. And Von sees that and calls me a big baby, and I'm like, shut up. This game gives me feels, okay? But yeah, that's been my bedtime game.
That works.
Been slowly picking at it. I want to get into it a little bit more. I need to motivate. Well, it's been my motivation to actually get ready for bed at a decent time so that I can get a little bit of time in playing it before bedtime. So I go back to work next week, so gonna have to rein that in some. But yeah, that's what my vacation week has looked like.
Well, sounds like a pretty fun vacation week.
Yeah, not the most elaborate vacation. Our big one is coming up in October, where Vaughn and I are going to New York City.
Did you almost call him Mark?
I almost used his real name.
Ah.
Oh, good thing we didn't reveal that here. That would be terrible.
Yes,
yeah,
like
his identity is safe.
So Kelley's
no one
not your real name.
It's good to know. Nobody knows his name is Mark.
Well, I always have to stop myself from using his online handle in front of my mother because she doesn't know that that's his online handle / his writer pen name. And because I've had a lot of real life interaction this week with my family, having to switch back is kind of jarring. But yeah, I very rarely use his real name.
But when you do, you get to say things like, "Oh, hi, Mark."
Yeah. Yeah, my nephew said that line unironically, and having to explain to my mom and sister why we were laughing so hard, it was kind of the pain. I just said it's from that movie, The Disaster Artist. It's a long thing. It's hard to explain.
Right.
But yeah. So what have you been playing, Tam?
I really it's been kind of a hellish week at work, so I've just been playing Nikkei and Honkai Star Rail. Although Honkai Star Rail has just been dailies because I finished that story a little while ago. But yeah, so it's been pretty uneventful for me. Although this week we did have new chapters in Nikkei. I laughed. I cried. I was very pissed off. It's very good. It was peak. It's so much peak.
Are you pissed off enough to rage quit the game?
No, not that type of pissed off.
Okay. Or like just want to go strangle a character.
I have a question for you, Tam.
Okay.
Am I okay to eat lettuce yet? Every day, Tam seems to message me with some other food that I should not be eating. I think now I can't eat eggs, lettuce, other lettuce, and jalapenos. Yeah.
Yeah.
He messaged me about the jalapenos after I just finished my Chipotle burrito, too.
I sent you that the day before. You saw it the day
Listen,
after.
I don't check my messages very often.
No, that is your fault.
I know.
Let me.
Yeah, I had to buy an actual lettuce head instead of a bag of lettuce, and that always annoys me because we just need like 2 leaves of the lettuce, and then I end up having to chuck the rest of it.
Yeah, no, as of 22 hours ago, according to USA Today, lettuce link parasitic outbreak spreads.
Boy.
So I would say stay away from the iceberg lettuce. The jalapenos. So the jalapenos is not the cyclospora. The jalapenos are salmonella.
Boo.
But funny enough, guess what company this is from?
Probably the same one.
I don't know.
The same one. Taylor Farms.
Taylor Farms. Okay.
So my recommendation is just
Avoid Taylor Farms. Like I'm
avoid
gonna know
their stuff.
who supplies the who.
Because I have not verified this, but I have seen things stating that they have had other instances of issues in the past.
Well, everybody should. Like, if you do food on that scale, you're gonna have issues, aren't you?
Yeah.
Just like repeated issues a lot seems problematic.
It's almost like deregulating the food industry is a terrible idea.
Did we do that? That sounds like that was a
would-
bad idea if we did that. We shouldn't have
It
done
wouldn't
that.
surprise me if we did.
I love that we just assume we did. We
Well-
must have done that. That's why this sucks.
Well, yeah, because all of this stuff kind of hitting at once. That's why it doesn't surprise me. But anyway.
All right.
Yeah, well, defunding, deregulation, and cutting staff will definitely cause issues because,
It will.
yeah.
This is depressing. We're not a politics podcast. What do we got?
Do you want to tell people how to turn off their Twitch AI?
Yeah. Tell me about this Twitch AI stuff. I haven't done anything, so you're going to walk me through what I need to do and why I should not do it.
Yeah, so Twitch AI, so Twitch came out this week, and nobody likes it.
What does it do?
So they are using streamers to train generative AI.
Okay. I mean, everyone's using training stuff off their own platforms, right? That seems relatively expected.
Yes. Well, this is an auto opt-in.
You mean an auto opt-out?
No, it is auto opt-in.
Oh, like you are automatically opted in is what you mean. Okay, so it's on by default.
It's
Okay.
on by default.
Wait, does that mean RPGamer is doing it?
No, we've turned it off.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. So
Yeah.
how do I turn it off?
So you will need to go to your settings.
Mm-hmm. I'm there.
Yeah. Go to security and privacy.
For security and privacy, yeah.
Okay. And scroll all the way down.
I gotta see, like, am I leaking any info? I don't think so. Okay, this all looks good. This must have
it
happened
has
a
your
lot in the
email
past.
blocked out. So
Yeah. All right.
and then scroll down.
Training for generative AI, and it's turned on. Allow your channel content to train Gen AI content models at Amazon. Turning this off does not opt you out of Twitch and Amazon using your channel content for other purposes described in our privacy notice, including using AI-supported Twitch features that benefit the community. By facilitating streamer growth and monetization, such as real-time sponsorship campaign assistance, viewer discovery, such as recommendations, and community safety, such as Automod. Okay, so they're using AI for everything, but you can opt out of the one that's using your content to turn into who knows what. Okay.
Yeah, so you just click that little checkbox.
I clicked it. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
That's it? Well, that was easy. Stupid that I had to do it because I've got everything else turned off, but like, okay.
Yeah, it's an auto opt-in. They didn't really warn anybody. From things I have heard through multiple sources, this is basically only a higher up decision because everybody is really not happy with this. And it is causing major issues in other parts of the community. I cannot say publicly because I did not hear it through any official means.
Okay.
To slightly play devil's advocate, I feel like anytime a social media thing releases one of these new quote unquote features, it's always checked on by default.
Yeah, otherwise people don't know about it and they don't use it. So
Or no, the specific line is from what I've heard.
Yes. What?
Sorry,
I'm just always saying. I'm just always saying on Tumblr, like, hey, they put in this new thing. Here's how to go in and turn it off. And I'm hard pressed to think of specific examples, but it just seems like every time some sort of feature like this gets put on, it's always on by default. And silence.
Middle something.
Hi. Okay. So,
Anyways, okay. So and it's like, yeah, so they actually Twitch actually came out and officially said, yeah, we turned it auto on opt in because no one would turn it on otherwise.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
That's true. Um, the problem is usually that's stuff that's considered to be a general win for the user that you want to automatically turn it on, not things that users might reasonably reject and not want. It's so weird.
The internet was a mistake.
Oh well, anyway, like I turn it off. This doesn't seem like the worst thing ever, but it's kind of stupid and dumb. So what's the point of me turning it off? Like I don't stream on my personal account.
Um, to basically show that, yeah, it's
That we don't
that
want it.
you don't want it, yeah.
Okay. All right. We're demonstrating our dissatisfaction with the platform. And that this'll maybe do something. Maybe.
You would hope.
We hope.
I'm not gonna listen it. Not gonna hold my breath.
So did we cover everybody? Should we jump into feedback now?
I believe so.
All right, let's do it.
So feedback. Let me pull that up. So Slime Hunter said, I've been playing Clawdoon. Oh, sorry. Replies, have you rediscovered an older game that you're now hooked on? So Slime Hunter replied saying, I've been playing Clawdoon X2 and Excaliburian, which I had never even booted up until July of this year, and it's been great. It's also been making me want to go back and explore the libraries of the PSP, Vita, PS3, because I skipped a lot of those and realized how much I'd been missing out on.
A lot of
Yeah,
games.
those libraries had good little games.
Yeah, I mean, so, and then Strawberry Eggs wrote in saying, hooked might be a strong word, but I enjoyed my time with Final Fantasy Adventure, and I'm loving going through Sword of Mana again. I'm seeing just how much the latter expands upon the former. Still janky, though.
Yeah.
Oh no, sort of isn't Sword of Mana like the reboot of or not the reboot, but the remake they did of Final Fantasy Adventure? Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, I was thinking Secret of Mana, which is janky. Love Secret of Mana, but it is just a janky game. Epic AWOL said, not nearly as old as some, but I convinced a friend to play Nier Automata, so I am playing through it a second time. The whole thing, not New Game Plus, as a book club style thing, discussing it along the way. It hurt my bones a little when I realized it released almost a decade ago.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw something this week that hit like 30 or 35 years, and I was like, dang, I'm old.
Going to be having this sensation a lot, especially as the PlayStation era starts hitting its 30s.
Yeah, especially the PS2.
It's a midlife crisis.
Yeah, because well, I mean, there's that whole thing. We've talked about it before, where you see these generational things where a whole bunch of people start with Final Fantasy VII, and then it's like a whole bunch of people start with Final Fantasy X as their first Final Fantasy. So we're
Mm-hmm.
going to be seeing a whole bunch of that when like Final Fantasy X hits like 25 and 30 years old.
Uh, well,
It
isn't
it has
15 10 at this point? Or when did 15
actually
come out?
Final Fantasy X may already be 20 years old now that I'm
Yeah,
thinking about it. Yeah.
yeah, because I was in college when that one came out.
Yeah, we're old. So, um, uh, Livy wrote on our Discord, hey all, hope the past week is treating you well. I have two questions this week for the cast. First, how do you all manage and make time for games? I'm finding lately, especially with working long hours, that games are kind of getting left by the wayside, and being that my genre of choice is RPGs, most of what I play are huge time sinks, and sometimes that quality alone makes playing games feel daunting. My last question is related to a new life change. I was given a rat terrier puppy, and I fell in love with him the moment I saw him. You gotta, Livy, you gotta share your clips in our Discord animal channel. We would love to see your puppy.
Pet tax.
But But I also struggle with the fact that he is super attached to me, and anytime he can't see me, he screams bloody murder. I feel like a criminal anytime I have to leave him alone. Does that ever get easier? And what other advice do you have for taking care of young pets? Anyway, thanks again for the cast and good vibes. P.S. Puppy's name is Goose.
Goose. Hi,
Goose!
Goose.
Um,
Honk.
so one thing that helps when you have to go away, either just in a different room or like leave the house entirely, is to leave a source of noise on, like a TV or a radio, and that supposedly kind of helps them with their separation anxiety. Um, I don't have good answers for this because we never really cured Rex's separation anxiety. We just kind of helped it a little bit.
I mean, that it's a little bit at a time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Does it ever get easier? I mean, it depends on the pet. Sometimes they need anti-anxiety meds. Yes, it's a thing
Yeah.
for pets, and it is the best advice I've seen. And I don't have a dog, so maybe it's different for dogs, but is to, condition them by having them be separated from you in little bits, and then getting them used to it better.
Also having objects that have your scent on them for comfort helps. Vaughn used to leave some of his t-shirts around for the dog to kind of rub in when he had to go on work trips.
I have no advice on this. I've had
Um,
cats.
yeah, and we've had cats with separation anxiety too. Believe it or not, Alice is part of that list. That's why she gets so mad whenever I leave. I would highly recommend Googling some stuff, and also talking about it with your vet, because they're definitely going to have spot on advice. Yeah, I only cursory know a little bit about this because of our dogs. Disclaimer: I'm not a licensed vet, so take what I say with a grain of salt. That's just little things that I did with our pets to kind of help with it. As far as the gaming time question, I just bear in mind, I think uh, both Chris and I don't have any kids, so
That helps.
it helps. Um,
But
I
like
just
that
try
doesn't help
to,
them. Like the
yeah,
answer is, well, I guess they don't have kids, or at least they don't say they do.
yeah,
You're gonna just not play as much as you did, especially if you want to go deep. Some of the games today are being made by people who grew up playing games, so they know how deep we want to go, and so they are deeper, and you can spend more time in them. So I found the only thing I can do is accept that I won't play all the games. I can't keep up with all the games. Nobody can, and you don't have to. But if you're not having fun, learn to stop.
yeah.
Sometimes that's the thing. We get stuck playing a game past when we're enjoying it just because we feel like we need to get all we can out of it, but it's like there is no all you can. There is no complete. There is no finish. It's when you're done and when it's right time for you to move on, which is, I'm sorry, it's a harder answer, but it is the answer you got to get to.
Also in indies, since they tend to respect your time a little bit more, they tend to be tend to be tighter experiences that aren't trying to fill a time $2 quota. And having a Nintendo Switch definitely helps so that you can just play in bed. Not everybody recommends that because using your bed as a how do you put it? Like the philosophy that you're only supposed to use your bed for sleeping. Have any of you heard of that?
Sorry, say that again.
That the philosophy that you're only supposed to use your bed for sleeping and
Oh, I've
not
heard of that. I
have
don't like it. My bed's
I
comfy.
I don't like it either, mainly because I like chilling at night at nighttime with the cats. Or like if I get my shower and chores done and it's like 10:30 at night, it's like, well, I'm not gonna camp out in my recliner since I've just got to come back upstairs anyway. So I'll just set up my Switch in its little tablet arm and just chill there. So, um, Have we given any good advice?
We've given advice. I don't know if it's good, but
Yeah.
that's got to be Livy's decision.
Just indie games. I'm the type of person that likes to get her chores done before I settle in for the night, so that I'm not having the task that I haven't done yet in the back of my head, and I feel like that helps me. I don't know if that helps you, and just
For me, for that type of gaming, it depends on the game. Because like, if I'm playing something a little more like in depth, like Xenoblade Chronicles, uh, I have stayed awake. If I am grinding in a Dragon Quest, yeah, I will zonk out like no one's business.
yeah. And you know what? I've had weekends where most of my weekend was just devoted to binge playing whatever I was playing at the time. But
So I mean,
once again, I don't know if that's helpful.
yeah, I don't think there's really a good clear-cut answer for these questions, except for the one with the pet. Discuss it with your vet.
Yep.
That's the best advice I have on that. So, are we ready for news?
We are. So I'm going to start it up.
A lot of news. To answer a question from earlier, Final Fantasy 15 is going to be 10 in November this year.
Wow.
So
15 is 10.
Yeah.
There 15. Was a long gap between 15
that
and
was
16.
That was Chocobros on the road.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Thought you were saying 6. I got worried that Discover a New Recipe. Discover a New Recipe is 10 years.
Yeah. Chocobros, Mr. Dreamy Gladio.
All right.
Them trying to do another Final Fantasy 7 only before the game was popular, so it didn't turn out as well. And I've been me saying, guys, establish an audience before you expand the universe, because you tried this crap with Final Fantasy 13 and it didn't work there either. But anyway, trying to read. Did you guys beat me in yet? I'm trying to read the news, but I have
I can start us off then.
I have a very fat cat on my chest.
Okay. So, more Fire Emblem Fortunes Weave details revealed. Nintendo held a dedicated direct
I watched that.
I did not get a chance to see this.
Can I get through the blurb first?
Oh, sorry.
Sure.
Yes.
Nintendo held a dedicated direct presentation for Fire Emblem Fortunes Weave. The 20-minute video provided new story and gameplay details ahead of the game's release next month. So so Chris watched it.
I did.
I forgot about it, honestly.
I didn't get it. I was a bit busy trying to finish up work for the week, so I didn't get a chance to see it. But I hear waifus are back.
Uh,
I don't remember that from the show.
I thought I heard that, but maybe I'm misremembering.
Or you're misunderstanding. I mean, waifus being back could just mean several specific characters who are waifus are back.
But do tell, what's going to be special about this game?
Chris, you watched it.
I mean, this is a prequel to Three Houses, right? And so this feels more like a Three Houses structure. So this is a weird one. You're going to play as one of 4 different people at first, and like do like this campaign in the front part of the game. And then there's a time skip, and then your character shows up, and then you can continue the second half of the story after the time skip, where those people you played at in the first half of the story are relevant as well. And then I assume, based on what you did with those people and choices you made and or relationship, or whether or not you talk to people during a battle, the stuff that Fire Emblem always makes as your decision points. Based on how you played that first part of the game, you have different outcomes potential in the second part of the game. But then they said, by the way, you can also go back in time and influence events as yourself. So you can go back to those first parts that you played and then show up as your custom character and like make things turn out different, so that then in the future things are different. So it's timey-wimey time traveling stuff. And yes, I don't know. It looks good from we like the waifu generation of Fire Emblem, But I didn't see anything about actually doing generational content or marrying anybody or any of that. So I don't know if that's actually in here. But there are definitely, people to try to chat up and romance. I just don't know if it goes anywhere. So that help at all?
Yeah.
It looks good.
It does look good. I mean, we don't know if the story will be any good, but it's got some cool ideas. At first, I was like, "Oh, I'm going to play as this dark and brooding guy," and then I realized, no, you're going to play as everybody. That's the kind of game this is. So whatever.
Yeah, but I like the fact they're sort of mixing it up with some of the like turn-based stuff for dungeons.
Yeah, putting different takes on the formula is always welcome.
Hopefully, it's better than Colgate Clone.
It has to be, right?
Yeah. Not that Colgate. I didn't think Colgate Clone was that bad. I got pretty far in it.
It just wasn't that good either.
It's just kind of mid.
Yeah, it's like it felt too like I've done this before, and the fights are too easy because, like,
it felt hokey.
I mean, and also really like hokey. I feel like I don't know how to put it. Like, is Fire Emblem better if we get rid of all this time rewinding stuff? Yes and no, right? Because yes, then like you getting through a battle and people not dying feels like something that you achieved because of your skill or tenacity, but also, oh my God, the amount of time that you have to restart battles over and over to make that happen is really annoying. So like, is that how you want to spend your time? And I still don't have a good answer to that.
I just turn off deaths.
I mean, but then like, what are the stakes? You're just walking through these battles.
Chris, I play strategy RPGs. Yeah. There are not many that have permadeath.
But what's the point?
The stakes are you're not spending the entire evening beating your head against a wall trying to figure out how to mitigate the difficulty.
But what is the strategy in the strategy RPG if you're on baby mode and you just kill this guy, kill
Chris,
this guy, kill this guy. Okay, all right.
The strategy is I'm having fun.
Well, yeah, but I guess I'm saying it's not fun for me after a while. And it just feels like a chore.
And that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I can turn it off.
Yeah.
You don't have to turn it off. It's an option.
Yeah, I know, but
if that's how you like to play your Fire Emblem, by all means play your Fire Emblem how you
So
like.
you know what I end up doing is because you can't turn off the time rewinding, but you can turn off the no deaths. So then and I turn it up to high difficulty, and it's like, okay, let's just go.
Stop playing it because you're not having fun.
Yeah, and it's like now I'm just grinding through this map so that there's some sort of challenge, so I can feel something. But now it's just slow, and it's like, yep, I'm sure I'm getting through this without any deaths.
No, I'm talking about with death. But with deaths, you usually get so mad that you put down the game.
Well, no, I'm saying,
Project Gordon.
Well, but I'm saying I'm doing that, and then if somebody dies and I ran out of time rewinds, then I'm starting the map over, and it's like, so that is fruitless and frustrating in its own mind too. Like, if I could one shot these maps and like, so the other thing about Fire Emblem is sometimes you have to know what's going to happen halfway through the map before you can plan for it, and that's dumb. Like, if you're supposed to be able to do strategy, then I don't know. I feel like turtling should almost always work or something. Like, what? I don't. I think I'm bad at strategy. I think that's what it is. I'm not good at this.
See,
so I need it uneasy to get through it, and it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything because I'm not good at it.
See, that's why I like Super Robot Wars. Is you can lose a map, you'll keep the money, upgrade your units, and try the map again.
Firefox like play classic. I'm like, I am playing classic.
That's why they have the things in there to turn that stuff off so that you can.
But it doesn't work because I'm bad at it. And it takes me too many times, and I get frustrated and want to stop playing. So, man, I had so much fun on that GameCube Fire Emblem, but I restarted maps a lot, and I feel like there's only so much of that I can take in a lifetime. So, like, maybe it's like you need to have your hardcore Fire Emblem experience once and then not again, which, okay, but now they keep coming out with more and you liked that one so much, so why can't you keep playing? And now it's not for me. Who is it for? I'm so confused. And then there's a new goddess in this one called Fortuna that lets you go back in time and do things. And hi, how are you all doing? Oh, and she comes with you as a little bird. That's cute. Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
So moving on, cinematic adventure RPG Dot Curator announced.
Jeez, nobody interested in my takes.
No, we had a good discussion about your takes, Chris. Had a good
Thank you. That
discussion.
was very politic.
But we have a lot of news.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
So, STRTL Games, I don't know how to say that, has announced Dot Curator, a cinematic adventure RPG coming to PC and consoles. The game is written by Altered Carbon author Richard K. Morgan.
That
Either
was
of you two heard of him?
I've heard of the TV show that because it was a TV show on Netflix. It's a very cyberpunky type show.
Okay.
I'm watching this trailer.
Yeah, it's just a vampire like sitting in a chair, so it's like, okay. Or is it a vampire? I don't it looks like
a dude.
It's a dude. It looks like a vampire, but I guess I don't know what it is. Collect things, sit in chairs and be broody.
There's a lot of I do see a lot of chair sitting broodiness.
I know, right? This is the brooding simulator.
It looks very interesting. I don't know if it's something for me, but it looks interesting. Sci-fi RPG Angelic Dark Symphony announced. Angelicore Game Studios has announced Angelic Dark Symphony. The game is billed as a cinematic dark science fiction RPG with hero-driven turn-based combat. Why does this sound something up my alley?
Is it?
I don't know. I'm looking.
I'm personally am not that into sci-fi RPGs, so
This looks creepy as shit. Chris hasn't moved on. Are you okay,
I'm moving
Chris?
on. I was just waiting for us to be done. All right. Yeah. Angelic Dark Symphony. Yeah. Weird looking.
It's very weird looking.
Yeah. What are we doing in this? Why?
It looks like they're trying to do like a sci-fi-ish style Clair Obscur.
With demons
Yeah.
and I don't know what's going on. Is it a Clair Obscur? Is it a turn-based game?
I mean,
Okay, all right. Let me read you this.
yeah,
this.
turn-based tactics. It says turn-based tactics in both the article, our blurb, and on the Steam page.
Angelic Dark Symphony is set in a world where humanity created neo-humans, calling them angels, who ended up rebelling against the corporations controlling them and vanishing into deep space after winning the subsequent war. 2 centuries later, the angels are said to be returning. And this is where you cue the Evangelion theme, right? The game sees players investigating why the deep space colony of Dreadhaven, once known as the Heaven, has fallen silent. Combat sees players commanding a team of heroes, each of which has their own combat identity and story background. Heroes can be customized through progression, skill choice, and we have no idea if this is any good. It's got a weird plot and background. We'll see.
And the graphics do look kind of weird.
Yes, weird is right. It is strange. But the angels are back. Go check it out. All right. But what you also need to check out is all your Pokemon from the Pokemon Bank.
Yeah, because
I about crap myself when I saw this story and then
different than
realized
Home.
it was the 3DS one, not the
This is the old one
that I pay for.
You probably moved them all over already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Pokemon Bank ending service in February. The Pokemon Company announced that the Nintendo 3DS Pokemon Bank app will end service in February. Meanwhile, the Switch versions of Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green will join Pokemon Home in October.
Now, transferring your Pokemon from those GBA games to your Switch is a one-way transfer. You cannot put your Pokemon back into Fire Red or Leaf Green once they hit Pokemon Home.
Okay.
So remember that before you just do a mass transfer.
But they're adding those to Home, so maybe they'll be able to do it once Home is there.
I just wanted to warn people.
Yeah.
It is one way.
So the next story, oddly enough, like 50,000 people messaged Kelley as soon as we saw this.
Was this the Warriors game?
Yeah, Warrior Cats, Clans of the Forest announced.
This is a book series, right?
Yeah.
Trailmark Games and the Kollabi Group have announced Warrior Cats, Clan of the Forest. The turn-based RPG based on the Warrior Cats novel series will release on PC and consoles this fall.
Can I tell you a quick side tangent about the Warrior Cats? They've been selling blind box plushes at Walmart of these, and I've never read the books. I could not get into them, but the cat plushes are really cute. I ended up buying a whole case of them just to get a full set of the plushes for this series. And I'm sitting there with Vaughn, standing there with Vaughn, and I'm like, would I be an asshole if I just put all these in our cart? And he said, yeah, you would be, but you do you. I'm like, yeah. So I did, and I have two full sets of Series 1 and Series 2. And part of me felt bad, but God, those plushes are so cute. And yes, I've pre-ordered this game. I hope it's good. Because when I was looking for blind box codes for the plushes, I saw on the Warriors subreddit that a game announcement was going to happen, and everybody thought it was just going to be mobile garbage. So the fact that it's a full game um, leads me to some hope. And yeah, I can't wait to turn one of my cats into a warrior cat.
Uh, Kitchen Sink, the Flying Tavern announced. Lemon Pepper Games announced Kitchen Sink, the Flying Tavern, the second title in its fantasy cooking RPG series. The game is available to wishlist now on Steam.
It's like a cute cooking simulator. Of course, I can't tell. Is this the Kimco award?
It looks like it would be, right? But no, it is
Yeah.
Lemon Pepper Games, and I don't see anything about a publisher. So
Okay.
Uh, let's see.
yeah, no, they're publishing themselves. So
Okay.
hey, I want to know more about fantasy action RPGs. You have any of those for me?
Fantasy action RPG Bringer announced. Chinese developer YHKT Entertainment has announced fantasy action RPG Bringer. The game is in development for PC, PS5, and mobile.
Okay.
Well, trailer looks nice.
It's a pretty looking game. I don't know. It's an action RPG. Maybe this one will be good. There's so many of these. Come look at the trailer. I'm sorry, I'm sounding disinterested, but like, no. There will be a playable demo at Gamescom. We'll probably hear more from it then. When is Gamescom, by the way?
Soon.
Soon. Let's see. August 26th through 30th. So, there we go.
My birthday weekend.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm sure we'll hear more from
I
that.
am not going.
Maybe there'll be like demos on Steam too, and Dale and Dar can play them and tell us about them.
Well, we know Leo Grimm is not able to go this year.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, I asked him if he was going to be going, and he's like, nope, can't afford it this year. And it's just too much stresses. So, Neo Berlin 2087 set for 2028. Byte Rockers Games is partnering with Elysium Game Studio to release New Berlin 2087. The cyberpunk action RPG is currently planned to release on PC and consoles in 2028. So, cyberpunk, that's not cyberpunk?
Yeah.
Hey, looks like some news for you, Tam.
Oh yeah, so everybody tagged me with this when it came out. Super Robot Wars Z2 Ruination Remastered in development. So note, this is Z2 Part 1. Bandai Namco announced that it is working on a remaster of the first game of the Super Robot Wars Z2 PSP duology. The remaster is set to get an English release from the publisher Southeast Asian Division. So, I still find it funny that they are remastering Z2 Part 1 and not, because this was a 5-part trilogy, because they split the second and third parts into 2 different games. So it's like part 1, part 2, part 1, part 2. And not doing like Z, then doing Z2 part 1. It doesn't make sense to me. But are you okay, Chris? Because you've been lagging on the.
I know. I'm the worst.
No,
I
I'm
am
concerned
okay.
for you.
Why? I'm concerned for me too, but I'm actually
Okay.
fine. I'm just distracted because I have ADD and 30 things going on. So I apologize. But
No.
I have a question for you about this trailer. Why is it 16 seconds long with no gameplay?
Because it's Bandai Namco.
Like the trailer says Super Robot Wars Z2, or is Z a Roman numeral now, or is
No,
this
no, no,
X?
it
Is
is
this
Z.
12?
No,
Okay.
this is Z.
It looks like there's an X to, like a ZX to, maybe it's Z12, but it's Z2. Ruination
Z2.
remastered, and then the final line says production confirmed. Like, this could have been an email, but they made a video.
Yeah,
All right.
that. I mean, that's Bandai Namco for you. That's Super Robot Wars for you.
This is one of those Southeast Asia releases where we'll have English, technically.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they do at least bring it here, but I know that has some.
You can
other
import them
issues.
usually, right?
Well, wait, what?
You can
Oh, no.
import them usually, right?
Yeah, we can import them. I just know that the company that had been assisting with the translations on those,
Mm-hmm.
that was that one company. Rest in peace. Yeah.
Sometimes you can even get lucky and find copies at used game stores like I did.
Yeah, I've imported the last few. So, Super Robot Wars Y Anniversary Expansion Pack and free update releasing this week. Note, we're 2 weeks behind, so this was 2 weeks ago. So Bandai Namco announced new DLC is coming to Super Robot Wars Y this week. The Anniversary Expansion Pack DLC is joined by a free version 1.4.0 update. I'll tell you, I've looked at the stuff for the anniversary, and I can't even figure out what new units they added, except for one. It was not a good announcement. So, Hollow Home Kickstarter campaign underway. Twy Games is running its Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign for Hollow Home. The campaign for the isometric narrative RPG has a couple of weeks left to run ahead of the game's planned release later this year.
This looks like Disco Elysium. No?
Kinda.
I mean, I know Disco Elysium is a popular game, but man, I'm tired of everybody and their dog trying to emulate it.
Well, it's because the studio is gone that made it or whatever, right? So they know there won't be a
No.
sequel.
I didn't
I think all
that
the
was-
people left or got fired or laid off or something. I think there was something.
That's right, and then they formed a new studio.
Yes. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So they're going to make their own. So never mind. I don't know then. But this is the art style. I don't get what this is. This looks like a lot of very slow gameplay that I don't know that I would be into. But also, if it's just a diplomacy RPG, I think I would be into that because that's how I play games like Fallout. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, well, based on that trailer, it looks like it's happening in like Ukraine.
Sure. It says, I think it is it any just a
Well,
city.
It
It's just
made
generic.
comments about the Russian-Ukraine war.
Got it. Okay.
So, Dungeon Nox Exotica in development for PC. Japanese solo developer KTN Games is working on Dungeon Nox Exotica.
This is
The
like
game
some
is-
old PC game.
Yeah, the game is a retro-styled first-person dungeon crawler available to wishlist now on Steam. Hey, Hairfrog! Or not Hairfrog, Spare Hombres!
Yeah, this is I mean potentially in his wheelhouse. It's this is very retro. Like retro.
Very retro.
So it's like these are like old like 80s, early 90s, late 80s computer graphics, but like with a UI that's like fully filled out, so like people wouldn't have made a UI with that much info at once back in the
this
day,
is
but now
spare
they
game.
would.
I'm sorry for calling you Hairfrog. It's a spare game. Covenant of Gears, The Three Musketeers announced. Developer Super AC announced Covenant of Gears, The Three Musketeers. The game is a tactical CRPG set in a reimagined steampunk 17th century France.
So, all right. This is Three Musketeers, which, as we know, involves 4 people.
Or more. Yeah, there's 4 people.
Yep. Well, no, I mean, like, isn't that the thing in the Three Musketeers? Yeah. They rescue the guy in the Iron Mask, and he's the 4th. I don't know I don't know the actual book story, but like, go ahead.
I think that's 2 different books, but that would be an interesting shared universe.
I thought it was the same. I don't know.
But
I swear I've seen a Three Musketeer movie where like the man in the Iron Mask is relevant. Like, I think somebody did that crossover already.
Yeah, but there is actually no. You're not wrong. There is like a 4th character who joins the Three Musketeers, but they still call him the Three Musketeers.
Yeah, he's just like a baby. He's the new guy, right?
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right.
And then you get the Count of Monte Cristo in there.
Okay. I don't know what that one is off the top of my head, other than I've seen the name and I like the sandwich.
And Cyrano de Bergerac.
So the dude with the big nose. I only know Cyrano de Bergerac, so, you know.
Man, this is like old school Baldur's Gate or Dragon.
With guns, though. With guns.
Yeah, it's like Dragon Age with guns.
Oh, that sounds really cool, actually. Dragon Age with guns.
And it has a map-making feature?
Time to finally deal with Morgan. It looks like, yes. So you can make a map, and then what? Oh, and then it comes to life. All right, so we're a town building with procedural generation and tile sets. Okay. And then what? Or is this like a map maker for your own adventures, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Covenant of Gears. Does that mean this is all steampunk? Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah. That was part of the blurb.
Yeah, all right.
17th century France steampunk.
France steampunk. Okay.
Yeah. 17th century.
Well, now hold on. What is steam in French? You gotta figure out. Homo steampunk français. Let's see. Say steampunk in French. Oh, okay. Okay, well that's great. In French, steampunk is steampunk.
2D space exploration RPG, A Sector Darkly announced. Paradise Lost Studios has announced A Sector Darkly. The 2D space exploration RPG is set to release on Steam Early Access later this year.
This looks neat, but also like hard to control. Like, and then like you zoom out like you're playing Stellaris and there's like so much map. How does
this might be this might be your next
Stellaris.
Stellaris.
This is I like what I'm seeing here.
Also a little bit like interactive combat though.
Yeah, like, you know what I haven't done that I really need to do? And there's like a bunch of these games, and if Lady Death was here, she would tell us about them. But like one of those games that's single player, but you like go around building a business, mining asteroids and doing shipping and fighting pirates and stuff like these space little sims that are kind of like EVE Online, but it's just you. You know what I mean? Have you heard of these? There's a genre name for that, isn't there? I don't know what it is.
I can't remember.
And I've never done one, and I should. Like, that seems like something I could get into for a while and enjoy. And by should, I just means like, I think I'd enjoy that. Go ahead.
Just a meme I saw, but it's relevant to the conversation.
Oh, where'd you put it?
On Discord.
All right, hold on.
No, it's just something silly. It was relevant to space.
What in the world is this saying? I once got banned from a Star Wars roleplay for capitalism. I'm sorry, I said capitalism like Tim Curry does in the command red alert. I once got banned from a Star Wars roleplay for capitalism. The roleplay was set during the Clone Wars. Rather than joining a side, I set up a company that showed SIPs to the Republic and droids to the Separatists. As I was the only one doing this, I was soon able to amass something like 3/4 of the server's wealth and could easily take on both the Republic or This says, if they threatened me, this soon led to players constantly complaining about this to the mods. So, out of character until they banned me.
Sorry,
It sounds like so much fun, though.
That's not capitalism. That's straight up arms dealing to both sides, which, like...
That's capitalism.
Is that even legal on Earth? I don't know.
People do it on Earth, yes.
Yeah.
So, wait, this was a role play, but they had wealth, and I'm confused how... What was the framework for this role play?
Maybe it was galaxies?
Was it maybe just like IRC or something? Like
could have been, or a mud.
Yeah. Like I like, how do you manage the wealth, I guess, is my question. Because like if it's just tabletop, you could just write down a number and tell people you have lots of money. So there's got to be some ruling way of
speaking of
that.
Trying to about weird things, Monster Hunter Wilds demo new bundles release. Capcom has released a new demo for Monster Hunter Wilds. The demo comes alongside a new lower base price and new bundles for the game. Basically, they're still trying to... This game has issues. And I'm not talking gameplay issues. I'm talking game issues.
Oh, so?
Doesn't Wheels hate this game?
I don't know.
Someone gave it a 4.5 out of 5.
I'm not saying I'm not saying the game itself is bad, but yeah.
Oh, it had PC issues. Oh, yeah, it had technical issues.
Yeah, it has tons of technical issues.
It's an unoptimized, or at least it was an unoptimized Unreal Engine 5 game, like, you know, most Unreal Engine 5 games, and just heavy system requirements to begin with. And it's unoptimized not because they didn't try, it's just because I think at the time Unreal Engine 5 was new and people didn't know how to like make it.
I think it still has issues.
Airfrog says console was fine, and I bet you it depends on the console. But
yeah.
I don't want to try and remember from 2 years ago or whatever it was at this point. So, but a new demo means they've got a new version of the game, right?
That, or they're trying to get people into the game.
Well, they're about to put out new DLC or something, right? So
yeah,
and like they'll have Ultimate, which has all the current DLC. Question. Or you could just buy the base game for $40, but Gold Edition for $80. Oh my gosh! And then there's the $60, which is just the cosmetic DLC collection. So so you can pay $80 and get the game and the DLC collection, or you could pay $60 for just the DLC collection. Okay, never mind. Catch up on all the DLC. Don't you want to give us money?
You know what? I forgot. I'm sorry for like completely derailing here. I forgot that I went back after last week's podcast on our backtrack about Infinite Wealth. That I played a lot of Yakuza Infinite Wealth.
Okay.
Beating up weirdos in the streets. I'm like now level 65. Because once you hit level 60, it is very hard to level in that game.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
It's very grindy. Anyways, Hybera Requiem for the Forgotten demo available now. Bad Juice Games, I like that name, released a public demo for Hybera Requiem for the Forgotten. Players can try out 3 story missions for the Fire Emblem-inspired tactical RPG.
So this is a Fire Emblem.
Anime.
Yeah, so Fire Emblem, if you don't want to play the Fire Emblem, here's a different Fire Emblem. Got to see this on the... Okay, this is like budget HD 2D. Look at that. So you got like these little paper stand-up figures on the map, and you move them around, and it's TRPG. They're trying to do big story production and presentation. Very indie. Let's see if it's for you.
Know.
Here's the problem. The animation, like, it is not what I'm about to say. So please, if you worked on this, I'm trying to draw what it evokes in my mind. I'm not saying your work is at this level, because it is obviously much higher level than this, but it evokes memories of the Zelda CDI games to me.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Do you get it? Yeah. Do you see that too? Like, it is not that, because they
are putting a lot of care into
these people actually took the time and did it right. But like, it is that it makes me think of that art style and stuff. So I don't know.
Rainbow Billy, The Book of Fears prologue released. Manavoid Entertainment released a prologue demo for Rainbow Billy: The Book of Fears. The demo is a standalone experience setting up Billy's next adventure at Camp Meteor.
I think this looks like the prequel, or sorry, I'm trying to gather my thoughts. Wasn't Rainbow Billy a knockoff of Cuphead?
I'm sorry, I don't remember. I don't even remember Rainbow
I
Billy.
have no idea. I didn't even realize.
This doesn't look like a Cuphead knockoff, but maybe the first
I'm
one
looking
was.
this up right now.
This one isn't.
Okay.
Yeah, this one isn't.
Gotcha.
Like this one is like walk around and press 8 exclamation points. Which, like, where's the RPG part here? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, you can play the demo now, so check it out.
Okay, Rainbow Billy Curse of the Leviathan
was the first one, yeah. Or the prequel.
Okay, my bad. Sorry.
Or the sequel. Is this a sequel or a prequel?
This
is a prologue for the sequel, is the demo. Yes.
Prologue for the...
It's the pre-sequel! Thank you, Border.
It's the pre-sequel. Are we covering the next ones, Kelley, or should we skip them? Although there is one...
Unless there's something relevant to our interests.
There is one for Hair Frog. Gothic 1 Remake planned updates revealed. THQ Nordic held its latest showcase this week. The presentation features news on forthcoming updates for the Gothic 1 Remake.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the chat waiting for Hair Frog to respond. Like, what do you think, Hair Frog? How excited are you for your Gothic 1 replay? See if he says anything after the stream lag catches up.
I swear I'd see those Gothic discs at CompUSA or Best Buy and think, I wonder if these are good. And
why updates? The game was there 26 years ago. I don't know.
Are you still cat covered there, Kelley?
No, he moved.
All right. You want to take over the new release dates then?
Sure. Moonlighter 2, the Endless Vault is fully launching digitally in early September with a physical release following. Has anybody played the... I think
no.
Andy
did.
Played the original.
Yeah, Pause has played
Moonlighter. Yeah. They were giving away the original game on Steam last week, which I definitely put in my cart or added to my library. Do we want more details, or is that
we're good.
The gist?
Yep, we're good.
Village in the Shade is releasing in October from NIS America. This is an adventure farming sim. It's going to arrive at the end of October with surely no thematically appropriate days nearby. I wonder what that was supposed to mean.
Halloween.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So there's that. One Phoenix Down gets a firm September release date. This is a game inspired by classic SNES era titles as indicated by the misspelled Phoenix down in the title. Phoenix spelled F-E-N-I-X.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Yeah. I mean, it looks cool.
One Phoenix Down. Does that mean you only get one life?
You should.
Is it a hardcore game?
Don't know. Suikoden Starleap is releasing in Japan this week. With the game's international release, including PC, is set to follow at a later date. This is the Suikoden mobile game.
Yay.
In case anybody didn't hear.
But now it's not mobile.
Oh, it's actually getting put on.
No? Oh, it is?
PC.
No, I'm wrong. This is a new mobile game. I'm so sorry. I thought this was one of those ports of a mobile game to a full single player thing, but nope, this is straight up gotcha. Never mind.
Yeah, this is still straight up gotcha.
So what happens if they have more than 108 characters they want to sell?
I guess they're gonna have to have Echo Fighters.
Oh, right.
I mean, that's how Smash solved it.
Yep. All right.
Angeline Era is coming to consoles in September. It is coming on PS4, PS5, and Switch with an Xbox console release also planned. What was this about?
kind of reminds me of an old East game.
Yeah. 3D adventure action RPG. Yeah, I can see the ease
The
comparison.
older East, yeah.
Um, Songs of Glimmerwick is releasing at the end of September. This is a story-driven fantasy RPG coming out for PC.
Dude's on a boat. Oh, okay. Oh, and he's talking to a dragon statue. And then, what is this? You go around and talk to fantasy creatures?
Looks like it.
You do favors for them? Get levels? And then what? I don't know. Oh, you have to play music because music's been banned for 40 years. So there's some bard then, aren't you? Anyway, check it out. It looks interesting. And then we got a Steam. It's going to be on Steam. And check out the trailer. Kingdom Hearts has a date. Okay.
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
Late 2027 release window.
Well, close enough to a date. Date adjacent. Date adjacent.
And Disney released a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4. I have not seen this yet. Okay, there's a Coco World.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Coco's very popular, but I've never seen it. I should probably watch it.
I need to watch it too. Any other interesting information? I didn't know that this happened.
That's I don't know. This is all I know.
Okay.
Yeah, we're watching it.
Oh,
right?
wait, there is more info. There's going to be an animated Kingdom Hearts series with an original story that will expand the Kingdom Hearts universe and be available on Disney and Disney Plus. Uh-huh.
Why?
Kingdom Hearts 4 is said to be the start of a new Lost Master arc storyline with its main story involving the mysterious city of Quadratum. Okay. Does that mean there'll be Final Fantasy characters again or no? Because I'm feeling like the answer is no, huh?
I have a strong...
Wait. Is this a Final Fantasy character or is this like somebody's nobody? I don't know the lore.
Sora.
No, not Sora here. This other person. Give me a second. I'll get it on the screen. This guy with the mask.
I think that guy is Yozora.
Oh, it's not Yozora. Good God. Tell me it's more weird Kingdom Hearts lore, please.
So Yozora is
No spoilers.
Noctis
Okay.
with the serial numbers filed off.
Oh, so they were going to have Noctis, but gave up on doing more Final Fantasy characters, so they just made a generic one in 3 or something?
They had Final Fantasy characters in the DLC for 3.
Oh.
But then you beat the DLC for 3, and then it shows the trailer for Final Fantasy Agato 13, or no, I'm sorry, Versus 13, but with this guy where Noctis was. And that's because Nomura.
Well, Versus 13 turned into 15, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, but
this is the guy who was going to be in Versus 13, but turned into Noctis in 15 then? But you think they just kept the old model and had it be a non-Final Fantasy character, because why not?
I think my tinfoil hat theory... I think we should just not... Listen to me.
This is important.
Let me finish.
It's important.
My tinfoil hat theory is that Nomura was butthurt about his game getting taken away from him, so he just stuck the Versus stuff into Kingdom Hearts and just changed the character.
Perfect.
Names.
You know what? I could see that being plausible.
Can I ask you why either Goofy and Donald are ghosts or they are Star Wars holograms asking us for help because we're their only hope?
That I don't know.
And
it's showing a Red Bull ad.
I want to know who this girl is next to him. Is it Kyrie or someone? I don't. This is the game. This is the trailer where it happened in Earth, right? Like, Sora shows up in a real world and like.
Yeah, that's the girl that hasn't shown up yet, from what I can see in the thumbnail because ads are playing.
Maybe she's the reincarnation of somebody's inverted personality demons that was excised via a Keyblade during a card battle at some point on a portable system.
For a second there, I thought it was Nominee, but then it didn't.
Everything I just said sounds like crap that could happen in Kingdom Hearts, though, right?
Yeah, it does.
Okay,
it does.
Got it.
That's why I was laughing.
And I've only played the first one, and a little bit of 2 and a little bit of the card game on GBA, and like this is just it. When the meme is more accurate than the game is what I hate about Kingdom Hearts. It's like you just make shit up about Kingdom Hearts, people be like, yeah, no, I think that's right.
Yeah. I mean, Chris, I'm the idiot with the watching the videos with the pin board.
Nice.
And
Oh, I love those though. When you're done with a
the-
game and you're like, help me figure out what did I
Yeah.
just watch? What did I just play?
yeah, I feel like I am that meme when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, and I'm okay with that. Because somebody has to be on this site.
Yeah.
Why not me?
Mhm.
Anyway, Fallen Tier Ascension is fully releasing on PC in September. This is a Metroidvania that has been in early access since March. Has anybody heard of it at all?
Yeah, I've seen some. We've seen some videos and stuff for this for a while.
Okay.
But yeah, it looks like 2D nicely animated Metroidvania thing, action combat, of course, side scrolling, and check it out.
Cool. Let's see. Crimson Moon is set for September 1st.
This is, I want to say Souls-like from the art style, but the combat looks very brutal and more button mashy. You know, it is $20 though. It's only $20. That's cool. It is very gory.
Very gory.
I tend not to like
it's gorious.
Metroidvanias.
It's gorgeous. Crimson Moon follows a gothic high Renaissance setting. Is that a thing? Okay. With players controlling a half-human, half-angel Nephilim sworn to protect humanity as a knight of the Crimson Moon. All right, I'm done reading. It's $20. Go kill some demons.
Does the Nephilim have one angel wing and one devil wing?
Probably.
It should.
It's the knockoff Darksiders.
Hey, $20. $20 for Temu Darksiders sounds good to me.
Actually, it doesn't look that bad.
No.
So $20, it just looks very gory. I may not be
gory in a flashy Devil May Cry-ish sort of way, you know. But yeah. All right, now we got a Harvest Moon.
Yeah, Harvest Moon has been delayed till October.
So it's Harvest Festival Moon now.
Yeah, I had pre-ordered this one because it came with the wolf plushie, and that was really cute. But now I have to wait until October to play it, which I'll probably be playing that 2D HD Final Fantasy game. Fractured Worlds is releasing this month. It's been in early access since October, and then it's going to be available on PC and PS5.
Okay.
Sagas of Lumen is fully releasing in February. It has also been in early access and is set to fully launch then.
You get to ride a dragon, it looks like.
Yay, dragon riding.
Pet your dragon? I don't know if they show you how to train your dragon, but...
So...
clicker training.
Oh, isn't... Yeah, this is the one I was like, oh, this is Drakengard. That's what I thought of when I saw
Probably with more sane endings.
I don't
know. more sanity, less incest Drakengard.
She's not wrong.
Sacred 2 remaster has a release trailer, doesn't it?
He's just avoiding that comment.
Yeah, it's coming out on Switch. Or Switch... just Switch 1. It doesn't say Switch 2. Who knows if it'll be any good? Because I heard that the remaster kind of sucked.
Oof.
I don't know.
But yeah, Everspace 2 also came out on Switch 2.
Hey!
Spaceship action RPG.
This is the sort of game I was talking about earlier.
Oh, like a space shooter rogue trader type thing?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Now you can play it on Switch.
But I don't want to play it on Switch.
Why not? Because you want to play it on PC.
I'd rather play it on a good system.
It was probably on PC beforehand.
Yeah, it's on PC. It's been on PC for a while.
Yeah. What if I own it already? Let's go see.
You might.
I know, right? Everspace. Do I have... I do not own Everspace 2. I own Everspace 1.
Did you ever play Everspace 1?
No.
Okay.
But, there's a sequel. And there's DLC. I don't know Oh, here we go. If I recall, Everspace is a roguelike. Maybe I'm wrong, though, says Cyril in chat. But I Everspace 2 is a fast-paced single-player spaceship shooter with exploration in space and on planets, tons of loot, RPG elements, mining, and crafting. Experience an exciting sci-fi story set in a vivid, handcrafted open world full of secrets, puzzles, and perils. Yeah, that sounds like exactly what I'd be looking for. Is the first one like that too?
So Everspace 1 and Everspace 2, they may both have Everspace as the name, but they're different. Do play differently.
Yeah, Everspace 1 says combines fast-paced combat with roguelike elements.
Yeah. So they did change the formula for the two games.
Why would you want roguelike in your space exploration shooty game?
Why do you want roguelike in my jiggle butt game?
I don't. I don't want your jiggle butt game.
You know what? There are worse ones out there. We've been having this discussion in 2D waifus today. It's like, why are people so mad about this when there's like these other games? Like, because this one's popular and those ones are not as popular.
Hairfrog says to get the Wing Commander games, but those aren't like that, though, are they?
I thought they were.
I thought they were more narrative focused with Mark Hamill.
I want a.
You want something a little more exploration.
Yeah.
So the Wing Commander games would not be what you want.
I wouldn't think so.
Wait,
2D waifus like a Discord server for perverts. Oh no, Hairfrog, no, don't.
No,
go there.
It's the name of my union for Nikkei, and Uma Musume, and Girls Frontline 2.
I'm not going to ask what that last one is. Just because it's new doesn't mean I need to learn about it. Hey, I remember talking about Lord of the Rings: War in the North back when somebody who worked on the game, used to own the website. And I played this and I liked it. And I liked how it was lore adjacent without stepping on the game's lore. And you got to hang out with the Eagles for a little bit and ask them why they didn't just go fly Frodo into Mordor. And then Gandalf's there and the marijuana wizard's there. And anyway, so they're remastering it.
Marijuana wizard.
Yeah. They're remastering this. This is a action RPG with like loot, like Diablo-ish sort of thing. It's multiplayer and you can go kill things in War of the North. And then, man, the graphics, I thought this looked good. Okay. Graphics have moved on since this came out.
I didn't know that there was a Lord of the Rings Diablo.
So this is Diablo in like the Champions of Norath sort of way.
Okay.
If you know what I mean by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought that there was only the one that was clone of Final Fantasy X.
That also exists, but this was a little bit later. This came out a bit later than the movies. And so I think they had movie license faces, and I can't remember if their lore was movie or book restricted. I know it all had to go through the Tolkien approval process and all that. But anyway, originally developed by Snowblind Games, Lord of the Rings: War in the North sees Agandar, a black Numenorean and servant of Sauron, rallying a force in the ruins of Fornorst. Yeah, okay, great.
The Third Age was the turn-based RPG.
Yes, it was.
I had to look it up because I was blanking on the name of it.
My wife and I co-opted this game while she was pregnant, says Hairfrog. We still quote the dude that kept screaming, "I'll help you!" Okay. I don't remember that, but that sounds great.
And let's see.
We got a new early access date for Exsanguis.
Okay.
It's coming out next month. The early access, at least. Exsanguis is the turn-based strategy RPG that's black and white and red and looks bloody.
So, are you ready for new releases? Or do we need to know more about Ex Sanguinis? All right. The Witch's Bakery apparently is coming out this month. We have
talked about it.
How far do I go into this? I was watching a YouTube documentary about how this game was advertised and how the networks that push these ads out work, and it makes the documentary is about the ad networks and stuff, and not about the game. But like now, every time I see the game, I'm like wondering about like, oh, did the game do something wrong? And I assume that the game didn't do anything wrong, and there's nothing wrong with the game, but like it always makes me think of like these predatory ad networks that don't make any sense. Anyway, so we've got The Witch's Bakery official console announcement trailer. When's it out for then? 19th. Sorry, not the trailer. Excuse that. That's an old trailer. I was just reading it because it was in front of my face. The release date is August 19th. It is single player. It's a 2D adventure puzzle game. You play as a joyful witch who opens a bakery in modern Paris. She has a special power. She can heal emotions with her bread.
That sounds like a good power to have.
Let's see. Steins Gate reboot is here. So like you can do your microwave time travel stuff. That's something. Then we have Dwarf, a pinball roguelike. Which
that's the second pinball roguelike this week.
This week? What was the first one?
I actually posted about it on our Discord. Let me find it.
Oh my gosh, this is like pinball pachinko roguelike with retro graphics and yeah, no, you have it's
Cult of Pin.
Okay. This
That
is
actually
weird.
looks like a lot of fun.
That one, Cult
That's
of
a
Pin
weird
is
one.
more like Cthulhu-esque.
Okay. All of this
'Cause-
stuff is weird.
Yeah. And you're like, it has eyeballs and tentacles everywhere.
The one that you were looking at, the dwarf one, looks fun.
I know, right?
It had
Dwarf.
PS1 graphics.
Mm-hmm. That, and then this is August 24th. That's too far out. Okay. We have more stuff. Is Star Sand Island one that we do?
Yes.
There's
I
a
think
lot of
it's cozy.
trailers. Yeah, definitely cozy, but like so is every game. Every game, like there's a cozy game industry, and this game and that Witch's Bakery game are all in it. Like,
Yeah.
what
But
does
we've been
cozy
covering
mean?
Star Sand Island,
All
so
right. So you get to play music to your cows, and then they look happy, and then you can go put out lobster traps to get lobsters. Okay, this is an island farming game. So cool with neat looking graphics. We have Stars Reach Early Access. Is that no? That looks like crafting survival. Beast Link looks like EDF. I don't know what's going on here. With dinosaurs.
yeah, that looks
though.
like EDF with kaiju.
Yeah, EDF with kaiju. But that ain't an RPG. The War in the North thing is out for Switch 2. That's a thing. Stackmon. It says Mon. Does that mean it's creature collecting? Oh, it's creature collecting, but it's card. Is it roguelike too? Card collecting twist. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Stackmon, Pokemon card collecting thing. That's not really an RPG. Neo 3, that counts. We do that, right?
Yeah.
Neo 3, is that like actually coming out for the first time? We're not already on Neo 3? Yeah.
No, DLC.
Oh, it's DLC? Okay.
Yeah.
Hell Rising DLC. Got it. Again, that's not, I almost said that's not a game. I meant that's not an RPG, what I'm looking at. Let's see. Talked about Steins Gate. Puppergeist. That looks cozy, but does not look. What is. Nope, that's. All right. And. Do we have. That's the 26th. That's too far out. 6. Why don't I just. Sense. Edit this bookmark. This bookmark. Edit this bookmark. Okay, I can't read that. Thanks, game. Or thank you, browser. All right. In August, looking for more. I'm digging live for release dates this week, in addition to what we already named, whose names I've forgotten. Entropy is apparently an RPG coming out this in early access, which is I don't know anything about Entropy other than the scientific concept of everything tending towards the same energy level, sort of. I just Googled Entropy. That does not help. Entropy video game.
That may not help either.
A post-apocalyptic role-playing game inspired by classic JRPGs. All right. Oh, it's got that PS1 graphic thing going on for you, Kelley.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, those are
Wow, that
vomited
does
textures.
look like a PS1 game.
Oh.
I'm going to say it's like maybe like right before PS1, honestly.
All right, we got Dungeon Antiqua 2, which is another one. We've talked about this in the past. This is looks like Final Fantasy, but it's also a dungeon crawl. So like go through dungeon, then have battles on Final Fantasy 1 looking screen. And then we have Mortal Shell 2 is an action RPG. That sounds like a Dark Souls like, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Mortal Shell 2, it's coming out this week, August 20th. No reviews yet, so we don't know. So, and we've got...
The Entropy game is early access.
Yes, it's early access, sorry. Bringin', no, that's not yet. Okay, cool. I'm going to call it. That's our new releases for this week. So you got a few choices, if you can remember them.
I always feel like August is basically the calm before the storm.
The doldrums of summer.
Well, that's because we'll have like
it's this week and next week, and then like all of a sudden, and like we're getting releases, but they're small ones, and then all of a sudden we'll get like Madden and stuff like that coming out.
because we have Gamescom at the end of the month. Tokyo Game Show's coming up.
By end of September, we'll be in it.
Yay!
So enjoy it while you can. So we did. You know what? We failed. We forgot a question of the week.
Uh-oh. What is our question of the week?
I have no idea.
Me neither. What is should I play a space mining game? No. What does what is a cozy game? What does cozy game mean to you? No buy-in.
I think it entails not a lot of high stress.
I think it means like not a lot of high stress and it helps you just vibe and chill out and zone out too while playing.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, so it's probably not a lot of blood. There could be, but probably not. Cozy blood games, that makes me worried about you as a person. They don't all have to be farming games though, right?
No.
Is cozy just the art style, or is it
no, it's just games that you just chill with. Like, these sorting games are very much considered cozy.
Okay. So at some point, though, does that mean that you can just kind of stamp them out with like AI?
Probably.
That doesn't seem great. Because then cozy game turns into kind of like slop game.
I mean, there's lots of cozy slop.
Cozy slop. Well, that goes in the title list. Thank you, Kelley.
No problem. No, I mean,
cozy slop.
I mean,
that is the title.
I mean, I'm serious. Like,
I know. You're
there's
right.
several think pieces about it on YouTube.
Yeah. And oh boy. All right. Let's look at
a lot of the things that have like try to ape more popular cozy games, like if it has star, dew, or valley in the title. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, it's fine.
So reviews?
Yeah.
We get a review for Ledgerbound from Alex Fuller. This was the RPG where you're playing as an insurance adjuster.
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
But it's a TRPG?
It's a visual novel TRPG.
But you can do waifus in this, right?
I think so.
Like
yes.
The quote here is, the game is not horny 100% of the time, but it's not far off.
So,
funny. Right. We had a review quote. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so the devs actually review quoted this on, I forget if it was their Steam page or what, but I'm trying to find, and where did we say this? Oh, I'm trying to find where we mentioned this on our Discord.
Offering a lighthearted and incredibly horny take on the desperate choices one can make when faced with corporate ruin, plus some convenient happenstance, the game provides a highly enjoyable fantasy romp aided by solid tactical gameplay. Was that the quote?
No, it wasn't the
I thought it had horny in it, so I'm confused.
Yeah, no, it was horny on the levels of Baldur's Gate 3 with more more murder and something. I'm trying to find.
Oh, here we go. The writing very much skews towards the mature side, exacerbated by a level of horniness that puts Baldur's Gate 3 to shame, with murder, swearing, and innuendo aplenty.
Yep. Yeah. So
that's that's what they pulled out of Alex's review.
Yeah, they specifically pulled out the exacerbated by a level of horniness that puts Baldur's Gate 3 to shame, murder, swearing, and innuendo aplenty. That was the specific quote they pulled.
Why is Andy not already playing this is what I don't understand.
I only didn't buy it because I had other stuff to buy.
All right, so Alex gave it a 4 out of 5?
Yep. Entertaining cast and writing, great voice acting, and solid Fire Emblem-esque gameplay loop. Negatives, technical issues in the pre-release review build compounded by overly excessive autosave
No,
and the game.
aggressive.
What did I say?
Excessive.
Aggressive autosave, and the gameplay lacks visual flair, or the gameplay visuals lack flair. We've got a Beast of Reincarnation review from Imani Jones. This was kind of Game Freak Soul-like. Game Freak Souls-like. It has excellent traversal, rich lore, satisfying combat, and Ku is an excellent companion. Oh, and Imani gave it a 3.5 out of 5. Those are the positives, the negatives. Underwhelming main story, weak opening regions, and technical jank. Alex reviewed Dolok Town, which is another cozy game.
Oh boy.
He gave it a 3.5 out of 5, saying that it has a charming presentation and strong farming production and building systems. But some progression requirements can be unclear and unnecessary, annoying final roadblocks for the main story.
I really want to play this one.
As do I. I have a lot of them. I have a lot of games like that wish listed, just not purchased because they're time sinks. Ryan Costa, aka Dalindar, reviewed Grand Blue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok. He gave it a 4 out of 5, saying that multiplayer is a blast. Conflux gives some. How do I put this? Conflux gives some needed random variety to grinding. That was an awkward sentence. Great variety in how characters play, and boss fights always feel climactic. Negatives, those boss fights sometimes feel repetitive, and Relink story feels forgotten in the face of tying it into the greater series lore. Sam Wachter reviewed Montabi? Is that how you say it?
I believe it's Motabi, yeah.
Well, there's an N in there.
Oh.
Montabi.
Montabi.
This is a creature collection game.
Mm-hmm.
Sam gave it a 3 out of 5, saying that it has an addictive gameplay loop, and Washette is the best Montabi. Negatives are crashes and slowdown issues, and the story and plot twist is bare bones. And then we've got a Kingdom of Night review from Pascal. This looks like a pixel art type game. Yeah.
What is going on here? They're having a party and then demons break in.
We've had 2 weeks off, and we've also have some new writers who have been putting out a lot of stuff.
Thank you.
So
And
Pascal,
I will actually be back.
Pascal gave Kingdom of Night a 3.5 out of 5, saying that it has an ambitious story with a good bit of interest. Combat system allows tailoring to varying complexities, and occasional visual and oral standouts punch up presentation values a bit. But the game also has a low enemy variety and overwhelming numbers to translate to grinding galore, and nebulous signposting despite a map and a fast travel system. And then Sam reviewed Palm Sugar, a village story. Looks like another cozy type game. Gave it a 2 out of 5. Interesting story, decent music, and short, but has clumsy combat and glitches aplenty. So probably avoid that one. Sam also reviewed Lunar 2 Eternal Blue Remastered. Gave it a 3.5 out of 5, saying that it has a fantastic soundtrack, a wonderful cast of characters and story, and a solid battle system. But the visuals are dated, there's difficulty spikes, and less remastered features compared to Lunar the Silver Star.
Oh, that's too bad.
And then we got a Final Fantasy 14 Switch 2 Deep Look from Imani Jones, saying that the core experience remains fully intact, but the Switch 2 version comes with some compromises.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what the article says about the compromises.
Yeah,
though.
but you'll have to read.
Yeah, you'll have to read it.
Yeah, go find out. Also, man, let's see. You have to pay for.
All right, I'm back.
You have to buy a Nintendo Switch 2 online subscription, and then you still have to subscribe on this platform as well, even if you already subscribed to 14 on another platform. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
So your subscription does not carry.
Apparently not.
That
But
kind
you
of
get
sucks.
a 50% discount for existing subscribers. But yeah, it's just an additional monthly expense. So, yikes. And you don't get any of like the benefits you usually get from throwing extra money at 14, like more retainers to sell and hold things for you. Like, wow, that sucks.
Does it work like that with the PC version too?
No, with the PC and PlayStation 4 versions, you have to buy the expansions on every platform, but you don't need to subscribe more than once.
So if I'm subbed, I can switch between PC
if
and
you've
PlayStation.
Purchased them on all those platforms. Yes.
Yeah.
But
with Switch 2,
Switch 2, you got to buy it and then sub to it.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either. But I do wonder, like, I wonder if porting it to Switch 2 means the base game has better controller setup support. Not that it was bad to begin with. It was always designed with controllers in mind. So, a way easier game to set up on your Steam Deck for controllers usage than WoW is, for example. Oh my god.
Well, WoW, you need like third-party add-ons, and you have to point your system to where the add-on folder is, and it's kind of a pain, but worth it, but a pain. We got a Star Wars Zero Company impression from Imani Jones. Zero Company is a Star Wars tactical RPG.
Mm-hmm. So this is Star Wars, but
XCOM.
XCOM, right? Yeah. I almost said Overwatch.
I mean, that is the mechanic.
Let's see. Here's a quote for you. After more than 10 hours with the game, it no longer feels premature to say that Star Wars Zero Company could be one of the greatest tactical RPGs in years. Wow.
Wow.
Bonnie liked it.
That's a take.
That is a take.
And then we've got an interview from Ryan Costa for Jotun Slayer at Hordes of Hell. Interviewing Mataj Hudak, the publishing director of Grindstone Publishing for Hordes of Hell. This looks like a Diablo-like. So you can check out what they have to say about Hordes of Hell.
Yep.
And that is all the news.
Woo!
It was a lot.
Tired now.
I am too.
Let's wrap this show up and go take a rest.
Do we? I don't think we have a question of the week.
We do.
Though.
What does cozy game mean to you?
Okay.
Or give us your example proposal of a cozy slop game that you would make and sell.
Or just give us general feedback. We don't care.
Yeah, say anything.
Yeah, because like my idea is to have clean up the pet store with the kind of evil cats that are messing it up behind you. But like I was telling Vaughn yesterday, I don't think I could just whip this together in Unity or anything. Like I'd have to actually program the cat AI.
I don't know. I'm sure you could vibe code something and someone will buy it.
I suppose, but
that'll still take a while.
That's not a project I feel like taking on at the moment. I've got other projects going on.
Go paint some Warhammer. Oh, yeah. You should make the Warhammer painting simulator. I think that will go somewhere.
Well, she'd have to get like generic figures because Warhammer is copyright.
Well, first of all, that license is available to anybody who wants it, and you know it. Like, so I think with some investment, we can make that happen.
Well, that would be an interesting game. Like, have somebody come by your shop and commission you to paint their army, and they want, it to be the color of their favorite sports team or something. Like, you could totally PC simulator.
I think, doesn't Space Marine 2 have some painting aspects in it?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure.
We got to make this happen.
Yes.
We're sitting on a gold mine.
Yes. And then, you in the simulator, because it's a physics-based game, you have the fun of knocking over $10 of paint onto your table. or snapping the major part of a $150 figure.
Ooh,
I've done that before. Not fun.
gotcha.
So, Chris, what are you going to play?
I am going to play more Project Gorgon because now I know how to poop. I have to get it to level 20 to get a synergy cow level. Then I also have to level up cheese making. I'll get synergy cow levels for that as well. I'm at the point where I can't earn more XP on cow. I have to level other things to boost my cow skill to the true cap in the game. It's very important. Moo.
Oh. Yeah, advanced pooping was unlocked.
Yep.
We are not joking. It's very
Yep.
serious. Kelley, what about you?
I'm gonna finish up this VHS sorting game and at some point go back to Trails into Daybreak 2. That's one of those games that I've got to commit a lot of time to, and I'd been all over the place this week, so I hadn't had a chance to commit time. And I like these sorting games because they're very chill.
That's it. If you'd like to answer our question of the
You're
week,
not going to ask me, Chris? Well,
oh, shoot. Sorry, Tam.
I can't ask myself. It looks weird.
Well, you
Probably movie
can.
games.
You can, but I will do it. Tam, what are you going to play this week?
I may actually try Metaphor ReFantasio since it was like very good price at like $25 on Steam.
I think Metaphor is the reason why a lot of the recent SMT games have sucked, because they were putting all of their good writers into Metaphor.
I'm also going to be playing Nikke, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I got Makoto and Aegis this week, so yeah, because they're doing that Persona collab. So Yukiko's next week. My Honkai Star Rail dailies, of course. Tomorrow will be. Today's going to be Nikke. Tomorrow's going to be more Mass Effect 2, and so yeah, I've got a full plate of games to play.
And I hope you have something to play at home, dear listener. And if you'd like to tell us about it, or what you would make as a cozy game, or what a cozy game means to you, you can save your feedback on the show post at RPGamer.com. You can put it in the Discord. You can also put it on the YouTube, wherever you got it. We will, and Blue Sky, make the a bleat. No, it's not bleat. What is it? Skeet? It's a skeet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nintendo integrated Blue Sky
What?
recently. Yeah.
Oh, well, remember when they pulled out Twitter?
Yeah.
Now
everybody did.
And now they put in Blue Sky. Interesting.
Just hope somebody questionable doesn't buy them.
Yeah. Tell us about it, everybody.
Did it make you sad?
You did a little. I'm going to go make myself happy by making
and make sure to turn off Twitch AI.
Yeah, make sure to turn off Twitch AI. Thank you, Tam. All right. We will see you next week. If you'd like to catch us live, it's 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern on twitch.tv/RPGamer. Stay tuned for more RPGamer streamers all week long and throughout the week, usually in the evenings, except for when Leo Grimm. Man, we got the European coverage, so it's not just evenings, is it? So just subscribe on Twitch to the RPGamers and stay tuned for what happens. We will see you soon. Thanks for joining us. And until next week, goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.